Mom discovers coffin under childhood home with girl preserved inside. After nearly a year of detective work, researchers have identified the young girl in a casket that was discovered in the backyard of a San Francisco home in May of 2016. A contractor doing remodeling work uncovered the casket while excavating part of the backyard. The casket was made of metal with 2 viewing windows in the lid. It was tightly sealed, thus preserving the body of the girl, according to officials. Researchers identified her as Edith Howard Cook, the daughter of Horatio Nelson and Edith Scoofy Cook. She died on October 13, 1876, at 2 years old. Peter Cook, who was identified as a direct descendant of the Cook and Scoofy families, provided a DNA sample. The analysis was the final step in solving the mystery of the young girl who was nicknamed Miranda Eve. But she was buried in the family plot in the Yerba Buena section of Oddfellow Cemetery, which later became the site of residences in San Francisco's Lone Mountain neighborhood. The cemetery accepted burials until about 1902. All of the remains were exhumed and transferred to Greenlawn Cemetery in Colma, but for unknown causes the body of Edith was left behind. Funeral home records indicate the cause of death was marasmus, a term used in the 1800s for severe undernourishment, which could have had a number of underlying causes. Researchers say given what is known today about 1800s urban living, an infectious disease is most likely the cause of her marasmus. Take a good long look at the Oddfellow Cemetery on Rossi Avenue in San Francisco. You might be wondering, where are the graves? This is what the site of Oddfellow Cemetery looks like now: a soccer field and a street, Rossi Avenue in San Francisco. "So she was right there," said Ericka Karner, pointing to the spot in her backyard where workmen discovered a small, inexpensive coffin. "It was a whole series of things. She's buried here. What do you do? And what do you do that's right for this child?" As news of the discovery spread, Garden of Innocence National, which provides dignified burials for abandoned children, gave her the name Miranda Eve and etched "The child loved round the world" on her new tombstone in Colma's Greenlawn Cemetery. On Tuesday, after DNA research, Alyssa Davey from that organization now knows the child's birth name, Edith Howard Cook, and they learned how she died by examining strands of her hair. They learned how in 1876 she died from a protein deficiency that would have been curable today. "We just fell in love with her and wanted her to have her name back. She deserved that," Davey told ABC 7 News. Back on Rossi Avenue, that information touched Karner and her husband John, who have 2 daughters of their own and feel a kinship with the found little girl. "When we discovered her, we thought, that could be my little girl," John Karner said. "There was a lot of emotion as a mom," Ericka Karner, his wife, told ABC 7 News. But there's a twist. The Karners said they heard the sound of footsteps on the floor above them. "We know very well what a toddler sounds like, and it wasn't our kids," Ericka Karner said. "The footsteps have no logical explanation. Workmen say they've heard them too. It's gone on for years until the discovery of the coffin. Now, the strangest part, with the coffin gone, the Karners say they haven't heard footsteps at all." Life, death, and for eternity, little Edith Howard Cook will always be 2 years, 10 months, and 15 days old.